Hey, you amazing people at Christ Place, you know what we're all about, and that is discipling one another to reach and raise the next generation to live out God's truth. Listen, I'm standing here at the cross in the front door, and the reason I'm standing out here is because as a church, we want to have a wide front door and to share the gospel with as many people as God will allow us to and to reach them each and every single week. But here's what we've got to do. We've got to go from the front door.
You know, guys, we talk about being in this building all the time, but are we doing justice to our building if we're not focusing on our groups and really drawing people together in groups and really trying to lean into that discipleship of one another? You know, as a groups ministry, we always are trying to focus on how do we create the big front door, but then minimize our back door so we're not losing out on those people. We're truly helping to cultivate a deeper faith in one another and really lean into one another. I think that's one of the most imperative things that we can have in the culture of the day. And instead of seeing people leaving and falling away, are we reaching out and saying, how can we help cultivate and disciple you? And that's one thing our groups really want to lean into. And Andrew can speak into that because he's part of that team that's focused on that, and he's brought us in to try to help get everybody on the same page. Where are we if we're not reaching our groups together?
Absolutely, Matt. So exactly what Matt was saying and what I was saying out there is that we want to have a wide front door, but just like Matt was saying, we've got to close the back door to where we are keeping the people that God has blessed us with and continuing to disciple them each and every single week in your group. Because listen, Barna just put out a statistic this week or last week, and it's a little bit concerning. And it said that 35%, only 35% of people that are post-coronavirus are still attending the church that they attended pre-coronavirus, which means that there's a lot of people out there that are still sitting there and they're still waiting for someone to reach out to them. So this is what you got to do. This is what we're challenging you to do this week, and something that he and I have been doing each and every single week, and that is reach out to your people. There have been people that have been sitting in your group and they have been attending, but during coronavirus, they have not been coming to your Zoom meetings or whatever it might be. But guess what? August the 9th is the day. That's the day that we are bringing back groups on campus at Christ Place. And here's what we've got to do. We've got to reach out to the other percentage of people that are sitting there waiting, looking for someone to reach out to them and invite them back to church. So do that this week. Reach out to your people. Let them know that August the 9th is coming, and we want to see you back on campus August the 9th at all 3 hours. We're going to have our groups back meeting again. It's going to be an exciting day. We can't wait to see you then.